Hi, my name is Sadie Dainko. I'm a junior at Indiana University studying environmental management. I'm from Geneva, Illinois, which is the west suburbs outside of Chicago. This summer I did the internship at the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary in Brisbane, Australia. My goals coming into the internship was just mainly to understand the type of work that I would like to get into after graduation, and if I was heading in the right path with my current degree, and mainly just to get the best experience I could living in Brisbane and in a foreign country, and just to see as much of the city as possible, and to travel around Australia and just be in a different kind of scene than I was used to. I commuted to the internship by bike. I lived pretty close to Lone Pine, and luckily the people that I lived with had an extra bike that they let me use every day. But a lot of times I would take the bus in as well. The buses here are really great, and that's mainly how most people get into work. It's a really convenient bus system here, and it's really organized, and it's great. My first day, I basically just got a tour of the sanctuary with another new intern, and then I got to work at the mammal section, so I got to just prepare food for some of the mammals, like the bats and the dingoes, and then I actually got to go into the enclosures with the animals, and I got to feed them, which was really great. I got to go into the dingo enclosure and tell them to sit, and I gave them their food, and yeah, so it was a really great first day, and they get you to do stuff right away, which is really awesome. Job duties, it's basically anything the keepers tell you to do. It depends on what section you're at, whether you're working with the koalas or the mammals or the kangaroos, but typically you clean enclosures or prepare food, and cleaning enclosures just pretty much consists of scrubbing trees or rocks, and changing water and mulch, and just tidying up the place so that it's sanitary for the tourists and the animals as well. You also do a lot of food prep, which is basically cutting up fruit and vegetables and adding special supplements and anything that the animals need, and working a lot of the time with raw meat. And yeah, and pretty much anything they'll tell you. Sometimes you get really bizarre jobs. Like one time I got to let out some reptiles in the sun just to get a sun fix for their day. So sometimes you just get really odd but great jobs that you just normally don't do. And then in the afternoon you typically get to feed out, which is really fun. You get to go into the enclosures and feed the animals, which is cool because they like that too, so they get close to you, and it's really cool. My favorite day, I think, was just a few weeks into my internship. I had sort of gotten used to being there, and the keepers were used to me, and they had gotten to know me pretty well, so they gave me some jobs with some more responsibility, which was really cool. I got to hand feed some of the bigger birds. There are these birds called tawny frogmouths, and they kind of look like owls, but they're cool, and I just got to go into the enclosure by myself. They gave me the keys and just kind of set me off, and I got to hand feed them mice, which was cool. You have to like tickle their feathers, and they open their mouths and you pop the mice right in, and that was just really cool. And I just felt you feel like you have a lot of responsibility, and they really trust you, and I just it was cool to know that they trusted me as much as they would any other keeper, which is why it was probably my favorite day. My experience with the staff was really great. It's just important to pay attention to what they say, because there are a lot of instructions. They're very, very detailed, and you just have to show that you're a good worker, and they'll really appreciate that. I think a lot of times, or some of the time, they get volunteers who maybe don't really know what they're getting themselves into, think that they're going to be doing a lot of cuddling animals the whole time, which is not what you do. So you just have to show that you're open to the types of jobs that they'll give you, and they'll respect that, and respect if you're a hard worker, and you'll have a great, and like me, you'll have a great relationship with the staff, who are all really, really nice, and just really great people. And with the other interns as well, I had a really great relationship with them, and there are just a lot of young people who, are just trying to figure out what they want to do in their career paths, and they're all from all over the world, which is really cool. And I got really close to a lot of them, and got to travel around Australia with some, and so just really good bonds with all the people. This internship will help me plan my career, because I think because of this experience, I've realized that I like more hands-on work, whereas my degree is more towards like government work, and I think that this showed me that my current degree may not best suit me. It's in the field I want, but maybe not exactly the direction I want to be headed. This type of work I think I could see myself doing long term, and it would make me really happy. It's a lot of hands-on work, like I said, and kind of laborious stuff, you pushing a lot of wheelbarrows, and lifting up heavy stuff, and doing stuff like that, but I think it's really great. I think because of this I want to maybe start working on farms, or working at animal shelters, or something that can get me working with nature in a way that I can show to other people how important nature is, and conservation, and help people get a better knowledge of the importance of those things. And that's about it. So I hope that this helps, and I hope that you decide to work at Lone Pine, because it was one of the best experiences I've ever had.